Welcome back to the channel, family. As promised, today we're going to talk about the 5 reasons why I decided to start on the 1000cc sport bike. It is a nice day out here in Taichung. Hot. It's like 85 degrees, but it's humid as hell, man. And being from Vegas, 85 degrees is like nothing out there until it gets to like 117 in August, right? But 85 out here just feels like 100, really. Still, it was a nice day, but let's get into it. Well, I was super hesitant on making this video because, you know, you tell people online, oh, I want to start on the 1000cc, or you read questions online about that in particular. Like, no one is really helping you on, like, alright, if you do decide to start on a 1000cc, man, here are the things that you're gonna have to do. No one's doing that. People are just hating, straight up. Some of the first comments you're gonna get is, oh man, you're gonna die within a week. Oh wow, prepare to see another 100-mile motorcycle for sale in your area. Like, calm down, man, calm down. Allow people to make their own decisions, alright? In the last video I asked, do I regret buying this bike? No. I'm gonna get into the reasons why I got this bike, but you know, a lot of people say, well, if you're like starting to drive, why would you want to start to drive on a Lamborghini? Why not? If you have the money, if you have the means for it, if that's what you want to do, right? There are consequences to it, obviously, and if you are gonna buy a freaking Lamborghini as your first car when you're first starting to drive, you're gonna probably know that a scratch is gonna cost you the same as another Honda Civic, which you could have had in the beginning to beat it up and learn on, right? But I did know that I was gonna respect my machine and take my time, and I knew exactly what the purpose for this machine was. So here we go. First reason for getting this machine is the most obvious one: the torque. I love the torque that this bike produces. 82 pound-feet of torque. It is not the most. I think most super sport bikes will produce more. Most of them, not all of them. 140 horsepower. But the torque was one of the big reasons why I wanted to get this bike to begin with, because I go camping a lot with this bike, and I knew I was gonna go camping and going up to the mountains very often with this bike with a passenger. So I wanted a bike that could do that for me, and I looked at the 650, I looked at the Ninja 400, which are, you know, smaller versions of the 1000SX. But knowing myself and knowing that I was gonna have a passenger at some point, very often, I wanted something that I could stay in one gear and be able to cruise up and down the hills with large bags in the back and with a passenger with me. Okay, something that will allow you to overtake cars safely. Sometimes you do want that extra power to be able to pass the cars so you can get away from whatever danger is going on. Like, sometimes you're going up a hill or a big mountain and someone's going too slow and you're in first gear, almost stalling the bike, right? You don't want to do that. You want to be able to have the power to safely pass that vehicle. Okay? especially if it's raining. You want to be able to see as far as you can ahead, and you can't always do that if there's a big truck in front of you. So why did I not get the 650 instead? Because I didn't like the sound of the bike. That's one of the reasons. And I'm not saying that it sounds bad for if you have that bike. I'm not bashing it by any means. It's a beautiful machine, very comparable to this. But one of the most important parts of motorcycling to me is being able to hear that thing go once in a while, you know. If you don't love what you're riding on, you're just gonna be more discouraged to go out and ride on it, right? But if you love what you got, you're gonna be out on the saddle all day, which means that you're gonna be getting more practice. Oh, look at this truck, man. Boop, and look at the car too. Oh man, not a care, boy. But anyways, that was reason number 2. And reason number 3 for me was the technology that this bike had compared to the 650, the Kawasaki Ninja 650, or even the 400 at the time. They were, I don't know if they upgraded the 650 already, but when I was looking at getting this bike, or that bike, it didn't have like the display here. It didn't have some of the technology that this bike has. This bike comes with 4 different riding modes, and for about 2 months I was riding on the lowest setting possible, man. And if you put it in rain mode, it limits the bike's power to 70%, and the traction control is at its most. So 70% of 1043 is what, 1000 or 700 something, right? But the traction control limits it even more. Like, you can't just pull the throttle all the way, and it won't let you do that. It's gonna the traction control will start kicking in, and it will intervene on your ride. So it makes it safer. It makes you kind of learn when you're about your throttle and when you're pulling it too hard, right? And actually, I still use rain mode when it's raining out. I still use it. Why not? Keeps me safer out here. I got these new tires, which I'm sure to make a video of. They're absolutely amazing. I've ridden in them in snow and rain and all kinds of conditions. They're called Road 6, the GT version. Oh, and it is freaking 34 degrees out here. It's just hot, man. Oh my lord. And my 4th reason is because I wanted to get a bike that I could really grow into. You will have to respect this machine a lot more. Otherwise, she's going to get you in trouble, and she's going to get you hurt. But if you're ready to do what you're supposed to do, look, I've seen people fall on 150cc bikes all the way out here because they don't respect them, right? They just want to open the throttle at all times and just go. And their tires are slimmer too, so you get less traction with the bike, with the little bikes. But again, I wanted to get something that wasn't going to underwhelm me or just make me feel like I was riding a boring bike, you know. And again, that's all relative, right? These are all my personal reasons. I'm not advising anyone. Some people might say, oh, this is a dangerous message you're putting out there. Again, I'm not advising anyone to do what I did. I'm telling you the reasons why I did what I did. And if you did make that decision, or if you're going to make that decision, then definitely stick around, because I'll tell you guys everything I have learned, and I'm sure that a lot of you know way more than me. and I'm willing to learn more, and that's one of the big reasons why I'm here on YouTube. You guys can comment and let me know what you think about my writing style and everything else that, or tips that for things that I could be doing better. Life is a learning curve, so Christ, man. Oh, that's violent. Just violence. Violence on violence. And the fifth and final reason why I wanted to get this bike is the drop a gear and disappear factor that you get with a 1000cc sport bike. Being faster than even most cars out here, I mean, you can just, you know what I mean? She's gonna go, boy. Woo! Oh, I love that feeling. Like I said, I never get tired of it. Absolutely amazing. And I just can't believe that you have like a H2R, a ZX10, some Ducatis, that M1000RR out there who just is so much faster than this bike, right? I mean, this is 140 horsepower. Having this amount of power for me here for now is enough. I can't see myself wanting to upgrade from this. And the power definitely is one of the big reasons. I wanted to have some fun eventually on the bike. Or on the twisties, when you just finish the turn and you pull the throttle and she's already on the next turn. You know, that feeling is just so much fun. What time is it? 4:25. Pretty soon you're gonna be seeing a lot of scooters riding here, man, getting home from work. That's when I don't want to be out. One of these days I'm gonna make a video for you guys. Maybe that's the next one I'll be working on. So if you want to see what this place looks like, flooded with bikes, two wheels all over the place, all kinds of bikes out here too. You know, I gotta start making some videos just about the scooter life out here. The culture is so big, they modify them, they make them fast, and when I go out on the twisties, I see these scooters getting crazy, dude. I mean, they go so fast, they really push their limits on those bikes. But if you want to see that kind of content, stick around, subscribe, give me the like so that I can grow this channel and we can share the positivity in the world. And we can all learn with each other, become better riders, stay safer out here. And thanks for watching, man. We'll see you next video. Stay healthy.